Okay, hey, how's it going, YouTube? It's Higgins24 back. And yes, today, what are we talking about today? Well, no, it's not about the giveaway, sorry. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow. Got it? Yes, tomorrow I will announce the winner about that. Alright, but today we're talking about an anime review. We're gonna give a review about my all-time favorites. Well, I don't want to say all-time favorites, but I guess you could say it's close to it. But it's really one of my favorite anime car racing animes. It is Initial D. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is Initial D, yes. Now, how do I want to start about it? Well, when I first saw it on Netflix, I was like, okay, looks okay. Eh, we'll see about it. Sorry, that's not me. Um, I don't know how you want to put it. It's just like, it looks okay. It didn't look that good to me at first, and then when I first pushed it, I was like, okay, looks like a like when they first the opening theme was kind of it just looked weird to me the first time. I was like, okay, all right. And then when it first started, I was like, oh, it's a car. It's just gonna be about cars, and that's cool. And then it actually showed him drifting the car. I was like, oh, that's sweet. I mean, then it just kept going on with the story, and I was like, ooh. So it's about this kid named Takumi who's in high school. You know, like you have that one car you just all care about. I just want to go off topic here for a second. Sorry. It's like you always have that one car you want to care for, and always like you want to race it, you want to go hard, you want to stop on that gas pedal, go and keep going. That's how like I thought this anime was gonna be, but no. It has a really good story because all right, back to it. It's about the kid Takumi, and like he's the main character in this. He is the main. He and his buddy and like other people are the main characters. There's like I want to say like the sub of the main characters because like there's tons of characters in this anime. I don't know how they did it, but they just did it, and it made the story even more vivid and wild to it. But it made it look more amazing. Um, he doesn't care about car. He doesn't care about racing because like you know in Japan they drift, whereas we just like go 10 seconds of racing and then we stop and then we do it again. That's all we do. No, they drift. They drift like the shit. I mean, they drift out of their cars and stuff. They drift their cars like it's amazing. I mean, you like see they just turn and just keep turning. And you just see them like staying in that one spot, but they just keep going. That's how cool I think it would be cool. I want to do that. I want to do that, but I don't have a car for it like that. I mean, you always have that one car that you want to have, but you just can't afford yet. Yeah, it's me. But yeah, the Takumi doesn't care for it. He doesn't care for the racing at all, which is kind of weird. You think like a guy like him, like yeah. Well, this is the reason why is because his dad kept forcing him to drive the family car. Well, it's not the family car, I should say. I mean, it's kind of like the family car, but it is well, somewhat it is kind of is. It's just also a drifting car to deliver tofu to hotels and stuff, and then that's it. That's all he did for the family business. That's what he thought it was for. It's like I'm just helping out for the family because like it's just me, my dad, and we just need to make a living. And that's all he did. That's all he just wanted to do for driving. That's all he felt like it was. But as the story progressed, he started to get more into racing, and he doesn't know that his dad. Well, he probably does know. Like later on, he starts to think more that his dad is actually the real drift master, like a Keiichi Taka. I can't remember his name. But it's in there. He's a #1 drifter in the world, the best one ever. And then like it just keeps he keeps growing and he keeps winning races. You know, he keeps drifting, keeps beating these other cars that are more newer, more better, have better performance, higher horsepower and stuff. And he keeps beating them, and they're like thinking, how is this little Toyota car beating us? Now the car he's driving is a Toyota Corolla A86, but in Japan we all have like different names for the cars, right? They in Japan they call it Torino, whereas we call it a Corolla. And then like the car I drive, like a Nissan Versa, they call it a Nissan Tiara, which is kind of a weird name, right? Yeah. Um, I think that's what it's called, Tiati, something of a weird name like that. But yeah, he like keeps beating he beats the Mazda RX-7 FD3S from Keisuke Takahashi. He beats his brother's FC Mazda RX-7. He beats an R32, a Skyline. He keeps beating like all these newer, more better looking cars, and yet he drives this old '86 Corolla and keeps winning because he knows his own technique is really good. I mean, and as the story progresses, you see that the opponents keep getting harder and harder, and then finally, he's like he doesn't want to. He's gonna stay in town and drive and drift, but he wants to do it like he wants to go to other places and drift, like like other mountains to drive on and like beat the teams and stuff. That's what he wants to do, and he does. The person I mentioned earlier, the Mazda RX-7, Keisuke Takahashi and Ryosuke Takahashi, the twin brothers of the Rotary brothers, they're also known in the anime. Ryosuke forms this team called the Project D Team. I don't want to go too much into detail. It's kind of like a review. So I'll let you guys figure the rest of the story out. Just basically, he gets with the team, and then they just start going. And they just keep going until I mean they made movies like we mastered it a little bit just for the movies to make it like a shorter version. I think the anime series is more better just because this has the storyline and talks about his wife and stuff, and they all show their own lives too, like not all of them but like most of them do. So I thought that was pretty cool. So what I didn't like about it was like in the first half, I mean, it kind of like this girl he really likes and stuff, and then like the story of like what happened back then, like why they stopped talking, and then you find out she's like really a girl that dates older men and stuff and gets paid for it, and then he doesn't like, and then like he sees her with that man one day, and then like I thought that was kind of a drawback there for anime, and I like when I first saw it, like in her going into the sorry, I still have a cold. I thought like, oh, that's her dad that's picking her up. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's actually somebody. It's somebody that's paying her to do stuff with him, like that stuff. Yeah. So I thought that was a drawback in the storyline. I didn't like that. I thought it kind of hindered it, but then he does meet someone else. He meets someone else kind of like her, but better. And I hope they do something like I wish they would have done something to end with like just showing them getting married, or maybe like he proposed to her and then they get married later on because they do stuff. I mean, I thought that would be pretty cool. Maybe in Keisuke goes out with that chick that he likes. Maybe that's the one thing I just didn't like about that. It's like a lot of stuff. I think another thing I didn't like was like some of the like when they did some of the races, like they made some things like seem like impossible to do. Just pointed that out. I mean, it seems like it's kind of like making it more like, oh, this guy's got superhuman technique styles. I mean, he's so good he can just drift on anything he wants. Yeah, I think that's like just a little exaggeration there from their point. But I still liked it. I mean, what I really did like about it was like all the cars. Like these cars aren't real fake cars, guys. These are real cars that they actually that you see in real life too. Like the RX-7s, the Toyota Corollas, the 3.2s. The 3.2s you can actually buy now in the United States, but they have to be from 1989 and 1990, and then they can legally be imported. Like the other ones, no, you can't do that. Well, it's kind of like a hindrance. I mean, I don't want to go too much detail into it. It's just like a little bit much. But yeah, the cars in there are really, it's real. The cars are real, and they're in real life too. I liked how they actually made the cars. Like you can see how they upgraded it. Like they were upgrading the cars, making them ready for the race time and stuff. And then like when they drifted, like in the rain and stuff, that was really cool. I thought that was like Some people probably could do that in real life. I mean, they probably have that not a technique and patience for doing that. Um, and then like I think what I also liked is like how all the cars are stick shifts. They're not automatics like you see. Like I mean I mean and they have like some other story backgrounds too, like how he became this way, why, what happens in his lifetime, like and stuff, and how he becomes like famous and stuff. Like he wasn't famous at all. He was like a nobody. Like like that one kid at school that just likes to sleep and stuff. Like, and then like you hit it. Hey, look, this guy's amazing. Good God, how's he do that? But yeah, that's what I liked about that. Um, I think another thing that I did like about the the initial D was like how he decided to become part of a team and stuff, and like the story continued on. I thought that was really cool. It didn't drag it out as long as I thought, which was good because like I mean each year they actually had to think about like how are we gonna make this story even better? How are we gonna make it to a finale that makes it exciting and everyone loves the ending? And that's what I thought was really cool. Like at the end, like it's another Toyota Corolla that he has to face, but it's like kind of like the sedan. It's kind of like the coupe version of it compared to like that. He drives a hatchback. Okay, he drives a hatchback version, and then like at the end, it's another one that it's a coupe version. I'm not gonna tell you any more than that. Okay, I don't want to spoil it. Um, but if you guys want to watch that, it's really good. Now it's hard to. I know it's like hard to buy stuff because like everything's like pricey, expensive. Um, if you guys live, if you have an FYE or you use the website of FYE, that's where I get most. That's where I got. That's where I get most of my anime. That's how I buy most of my anime from FYE and stuff. I mean, it's pretty cool. Plus, if you get the membership, you can. It helps out too. So, yeah. Um, but yeah, I thought that's how good of an anime it was. The one thing I do I'm not gonna criticize it. The one thing I did think that they could have made better was like some of the characters, like the opening theme. I thought it could have been better like looking because like when the anime like the first show like the first episode, it didn't look like the opening theme at all. I mean. And the opening themes aren't like that, but I mean like the opening theme, like the characters, they showed them off kind of way off, like they had them in different colors and different faces, and they didn't look like an opening theme, which is kind of like what I thought was like kind of like weird, because then on some of them they did, some of them they didn't. Like that's what I thought was kind of weird. So I thought they could have done a better job on that for the opening theme, but it's okay. I think as later on as they got more into the story, I think they did better. And opening themes like kind of concepted more to the storyline, and I thought that was really cool. Okay, so we're just about out of time for my discussion here for the anime. Um, what else? Oh yes, next week. What are we going to talk about? Well, we will talk about maybe Tokyo Ghoul. Yes, that newest anime that everyone's like loving and everything. Yes, Tokyo Ghoul we'll talk about next week, and yes, there is a second season, but you can't get it yet, and maybe you probably can, but it's probably only gonna be in Japanese. So I'm just gonna wait till it comes out. Um, yeah, so we'll talk about Tokyo Ghoul next week. Um, and yeah, and the giveaway will be tomorrow, guys. Okay, if you've been watching if you watched the update video the couple days ago, or I think Wednesday I posted it, then yeah, it'll be tomorrow. All right, and if you're on G Plus, just tell me. Yeah, I had some problems on my laptop this morning, so I had to fix that, and I can't get to my email on that. But I think I can look on my phone. I think. But yeah, if you guys need to ask me any questions or you need to email me about stuff, and when I get the winner selected, I will email the person or talk to them about it and say, hey, you are the winner. Congratulations on your giveaway prize. And then I will also email you privately and talk to you about um, what I need from you, and then I'll ship it out. All right. All right. So we're heading out, guys. Oh, yeah, that's it. All right. See you out. Higgins 24.